Marvelous Monday, everybody. Today we are looking at the one, the only James Rhodey Rhodes War Machine. I have been waiting for War Machine to release since I started playing Marvel Snap. War Machine is one of my favorite Marvel characters. When I was young, I was not a fan of Iron Man. I was a fan of War Machine because he had the guns, he had the cannons. I had a lot of cool War Machine toys. I was a big fan of War Machine. So this card is super hyped up. People are all excited about War Machine. So let's read about him, shall we? War Machine is a 4/6. On reveal, until the end of next turn, nothing can stop you from playing cards anywhere. So nothing can stop you from playing cards wherever you want. So what exactly does that mean? That means War Machine is a supporting character, very similar to how Jeff can be wherever he wants to be. War Machine's going to turn everything into Jeff. Hey, if I want to play here, I'll play here. I don't care what you think. So some key cards to include in your War Machine decks if you're trying to build the decks with War Machine. First, we have Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw, a 1/7. You can't play this after turn 3. No problem. I played War Machine. I'll play Ebony Maw whenever I want to. Cull Obsidian combos well with the Ebony Maw already because it is a 1 cost. So that would allow you to play the Cull Obsidian where Ebony Maw is. However, with War Machine, it also allows you to play the Cull Obsidian wherever you want, ignoring you can only play this where you have a 1-cost card ability. You can ignore that completely and play it wherever you want for 10 power. So that would allow you to put down 17 power right then and there, wherever you want on turn 5. Or if you already have Ebony Maw down, you can slam Cull Obsidian anyway, so they synergize really well. But one of the biggest and baddest level 6s in the game, the highest power card in the game without boosting, the Infinite. If you played a card last turn, you can't play this card. Guess what? War Machine says, yes, we can. So War Machine allows you to use Infinite without worry. So you can turn 5 War Machine, turn 6 Infinite for 20, and using it in combination with other cards in your deck. It may be a Red Skull deck, etc. However you want to build your deck, a Dracula deck, you can make the War Machine work for you. War Machine is coming. He is great. Some lesser cards like Giganto's 6/14. I don't see a reason why you'd want to use the Giganto unless you're just really on a ramp discard and you want to have either Infinite or Giganto for that Dracula. Otherwise, Infinite is always going to be better than Giganto because he has 6 power. Crossbones. If you do not own Cull Obsidian, you can use Crossbones. Not nearly as good because he's 2 power less. He is a 4/8, meaning, he's 2 power less, and you're not going to get such a big advantage from it. But still very strong. If you don't own Cull Obsidian, Crossbones is the way to go. All right, but the big news about War Machine is not just the fact that he can put down those cards where he wants to. It's also the fact that he can avoid the lockdown locations. So let's say you have Jean Grey. Well, guess what, Jean Grey? I don't care what you say. I'm putting my card down where I want. Goose. Nobody can play cards that cost 4, 5, or 6 here. Yes, we can. War Machine says I can. Storm. Flood this location. Next turn, this cards cannot be played there. The last turn cards can be played there. We flooded it. It's gone. I'm going to win the dang storm, flood, greatness. Until War Machine says, yes, we can. All right, and then Professor X, the big one, the talk of the town. Professor X used to be a lot more prevalent than he is now. War Machine, guess what, guys? Again, he says, yes, we can. Sandman, Electro, things that only allow you to play 1 card a turn. Guess what, guys? Yes, we can. We can play 2, 3, 4, 5. We play however many we can afford with that War Machine. Thanks to him slamming down and saying, "You ain't stopping me. I am a support character. I'm supporting the squad. Gang, gang. Throw everything down." Shout outs to War Machine. But those are just the cards it can play through. There's a few other things you need to remember about this game. RNGesus is real, and you can lose to locations. You can lose just because the locations pop up, and you can't do anything about it, right? Well, now War Machine counters that just a little bit, guys, because we have killed Sanctum Sanctorum, flooded. War Machine says to all of them, yes, we can. I can play that card there if I want to. If you haven't picked up what I'm putting down, War Obama Machine is here. And he is going to help you out, guys. He is going to help you play on Hellfire Club, on Pet Mansion, on the Vault. Crimson Cosmos, guess what? I'm playing there. I'll put my Ebony Maw there if I want to. Morag, you can't play your first card here. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can throw Infinite there all I want to for 20, steal that game. The Space Throne, again. You can only play one card here. Nah, son, I'm going to play 2. I'll play 3 if I got Jeff. I'll play 4 if I want to. I'll play all my hand on there. Avengers Compound, this one, as well as the Miniaturized Lab, is less likely to come up because they're a 3, 4, 5. However, if you do turn 4, drop the War Machine, you would be able to turn 5, play on Avengers Compound and Miniature Labs. Again, yes, we can. And then, of course, the last one being Big House. 4, 5, and 6 cards can't be played here, which means usually your opponent has some low-cost cards there. Well, guess what? If not, just got slammed on the Big House, and he has won that location for you. So, do you build around War Machine, or do you simply take it to try and win? That is the ultimate question, right? Do we make a War Machine deck? Do we ramp up into War Machine? Do we play Draculas? Do we play Red Skulls? How do we want to play War Machine? I mean, Zabu? There's so many ways you can approach building the War Machine deck. I will leave the theory crafting to stronger deck builders, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'll leave that to the people out there who want to do their War Machine thing. There's so much potential with this card. It has some really good variants coming, and we don't know the release dates on the variants. However, we know some of them will come out a month after, but I think the first one will be, so if you get War Machine day 1, the next day you'll be offered the Blueprint War Machine more than likely. And then, of course, the Dan Hip War Machine will come out in May. So, like May 7th, something like that is that one. And also the Spotlight Cash will have the Pandar War Machine with it. But the War Machine that I want will not be in the game for quite a while, because it simply does not have a release date as far as I know. This War Machine variant is drawn by, I'm going to butcher this name, Adi Granov, something like that. It's the more realistic looking War Machine. However, if I get that Dan Hip, I'm going to rock that Dan Hip. Teen Titans Go is a good TV show. I don't care what you say. I like Dan Hip. All right, so that's all that really needs to be said about War Machine. Conclusion about it, is War Machine game-changing? Everybody thinks it's going to be. Is it really? We're going to find out starting tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and I hope you're as hype as I am for that War Machine.